Hey everybody, it's Scott once again for Johngy'sBeat.com here on the YouTube channel, and I am joined today from POWW Entertainment, Warden Ortiz. How you doing?
Good. How are you?
Good. Listen, man, one of the questions we want to ask you, you've been in the business how long?
Going on 6 years.
6 years. Now, who was it that you were growing up looking at saying, you know, I can do the same thing he's doing?
You know what? I never looked at it that way growing up, and that I watched a lot of wrestling and that when I was a kid. And then just one day I had enough and I walked away, and never over 20 years, and then I came to the POWW's company was CCW at the time,
right?
And my brother was going to their shows and stuff. He's like, hey, you know, you really got to come out and check these guys out. And so we went to the show, and the rest is history. Went to a fantasy camp and just did it. But I mean, I would have to say my all-time favorite growing up was probably the Road Warriors.
He won't get any argument from me whatsoever. Now, only have been in the business 6 years. Now, obviously, you took to it immediately.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, it just brought back so many memories and things that I saw as a kid that I always, you know, oh, maybe I could try doing that someday. Didn't have any idea how to do it, and then going to that fantasy camp, it just kind of the juices just started flowing.
So, who do you give the credit to get you into this?
I'm gonna have to say, as hard as it is right now, I'm gonna have to say I did it for my son, and that just because he asked me, you know, we heard about the fantasy camp at the shows, and you know, he just turned around and gave me the old nudge, you know, hey Dad, remember when you said you would do anything for me? And that, and I'm like, oh, I kind of knew what he was gonna ask. It
kind of put you on the spot a little.
Yeah. So I did it, and I fell in love with it. And
would you suggest that to someone else as a way to get into the business?
Going through a fantasy camp?
Yeah.
Oh, most definitely. If you ever want to kind of live it for a day and really see that if you have what it takes, and that definitely a fantasy camp is the way to go.
All right. Let me ask you this one. Now, if you could wrestle anybody, past, present, future, just who would you want to work against? Just give me a name. And why?
I'm just gonna go most recent. Edge. I love how he works. I love how he handles himself. It's a shame that his career got cut short with his neck injury and that. But I would have to just say, I love his style.
All right, we're going to ask you, for everybody who's not familiar with you and familiar with POWW Entertainment, where can they follow you guys on the web?
You can follow us at POWWentertainment.com. That's probably the best source. We just have everybody's on Facebook. You just got to kind of search around for us, and that we're all out there, though. So
we want to encourage everybody to come out to POWW Entertainment, see guys like Warden Ortiz, and as he's having a little family issues, I don't know if you know about this yet, but we are going to interview your son a little bit later on.
Oh, really? Is he here?
He's here, but I promise not to say where.
All right. Okay.
So.
Yeah, you know, I never even imagined that anything like that would happen. And at my ex-tag partner, David Hawkinson, and all that stuff, and he knew how to get to me, and that was certainly the way to do it. And he wanted me, and now he's got me.
Well, so. you got to come out to POWW Entertainment to check this ongoing feud, and you can also follow along at POWWentertainment.com and on Facebook. So, Warden Ortiz, best of luck to you, and thanks so much.
Thank you very much.